Good early evening and welcome to another edition of What I Miss. What I Miss is made possible by a generous grant from the Ben and Sylvia Gardner Foundation. Today is Monday, January 12th. A lot of info to catch up on. Let's start with the weekend. Unfortunately, this was a rather violent weekend. Well, first there was a flipped car in Trinidad. Always a wild photo to see those. Not clear if there was any drinking involved, but it's a pretty unbelievable photo. And then the violent part, unfortunately, there were three homicides. First two on Saturday. One was in Columbia Heights. Even more disturbing is before 10 p.m. The second one was in Eckington, which was also incredibly sad because it was a 17-year-old victim. There was also a stabbing at the 1800 block of Columbia Road in Adams Morgan. And then on Sunday, there was another shooting homicide in Southwest between Navy Yard and Southwest Waterfront metros. And Sunday afternoon around 4:30, also very disturbing, there was a shooting in the 1800 block of Benning Road, which is east of 8th Street. So not good on that end. In happier news, last night we posted about a new bookstore at 17th and K Street Northwest called Carpe Librum, which used to be that pop-up bookstore, and now it's a full-time bookstore. And it's a great spot where you can donate books. People are always looking to donate books that will benefit DC Public School children. So that is cool. I just remembered I forgot to tell you what beer I'm drinking. I'm drinking Beer 1000 again. This is the Dogfish Head, 10%, 10 hops, 10 whatever. I also think I have a little bit of a hoarding problem, so I have a lot more Beer 1000s left. Okay, what else good? A little bit more info on Fig and Olive. This is the French restaurant. I forget where there's some other ones, New York, Chicago, but it's coming to City Center this spring, pretty large space. So a lot of restaurants are starting to progress at City Center. There'll be more news on some tomorrow. Okay, takes us to this morning, which obviously the feds, if you're a Fed, obviously, and DC schools opened 2 hours late. DC government operated on time. Looks like they're the winners because, at least in my experience, there wasn't really much ice out today. So I appreciate the caution, but I'm glad we didn't get the ice. Okay, now this is just scary as shit. Somebody sent me one of these MPD lookout alerts. So this is no shit, the lookout alert. 6-foot guy wearing a gorilla mask with a machete and a gun last night on Minnesota Ave Northeast. That is just a WTF moment, and you pray that you don't encounter such a scene. Also this morning, there was a fire in Hill East, 14th and A Street Southeast, but props to DCFD as they got there very quickly and seem to have put it out with no injuries. More sort of silver lining good news. The vandalized Little Free Library at 11th and Irving Street Northwest has been repaired. So thanks to the folks who did that. And more lighthearted news, though for some reason this pisses people off every single year. This is the 8th year. The No Pants Metro ride was yesterday. The big news of the day was, in my opinion, for Woodley Park. Last month we learned that Murphy's closed, that Irish bar that's been there for 30 years, and it's going to be a new Italian restaurant by Bar Civita. Well, Taste of India closed about a block away on Connecticut Avenue, and the word is that it's going to become an Irish bar, possibly by the owners of Maddie's. Maybe opening up in March. So that's good news if you're a Woodley Parker, I believe. if you're more into the healthy eating scene, Halsa has opened up. They call themselves Healthy Fast Food. They opened up in Brooklyn today. And we will go to some bad news. 7 people, I wish it was 7 people, 700 people were hit by a power outage in Bloomingdale and Eckington. Started getting reports this morning, supposedly to be fixed by 2 p.m. It's after 2 p.m. now, but I haven't seen any reports yet of what's happening. So hopefully it is back. A lot of talk about why was the Petworth Safeway closed today from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Well, there was a television show filming. A lot of speculation. Was it a Funny or Die video? I was just kidding. I said Downton Abbey, which why the fuck would it be Downton Abbey? But that went a little bit viral by accident. Sorry. The last I saw was one of the dudes from Park and Rec, and then maybe a Sesame Street filming. So who the hell knows? We will hopefully find out soon. And then in a more aggravating discussion was people's garbage not getting picked up from last week, which, understandably, if it doesn't get picked up on Tuesday when we had all the snow, but a lot of people are reporting that it hasn't been picked up in over 10 days. So a little bit disturbing if it continues. The second contentious discussion was about a few ice skaters who fell through the canal over the weekend who were writing in to thank the people that helped them out. But, they kept a good sense of humor about the whole thing, and I think that upset some people because it is a serious situation when you fall on the ice, obviously. So I was curious to know how people consider, when is it safe to skate on the canal and when is it not. More silver lining good news. All of these package thefts we've been hearing about. Well, there was an excellent arrest last week with a guy who was caught with at least 4 different packages, I believe. And they think he may have been breaking into cars as well. So that is a good props to the cops. Construction has started in the Bible Museum in Southwest. And this is interesting. Another one of the real long-term residents of 14th Street and Logan Circle, just south of P Street, the Carry-Out Deli has closed. Looks like demo has already started on somebody who'll be taking over the space. So prime location, definitely a sign of the times, and we'll see who moves in. This is right next to Dolcisa, right south of P. And finally, since we had so much disturbing news, somebody sent in a pretty funny virtual tour. So if you like those and you need to smile, check that out. Okay, that's all for today. Hope you get home safe and hope Metro's on time and hope it stops raining tomorrow. See you tomorrow.